Just raise your hand again, let us know. Once the guys get settled here, we'll ask Coach for an opening statement, then we'll go to questions for the KU student-athletes.
Well, obviously, you know, we're very disappointed and certainly, you know, feel like that we probably didn't play our best tonight compared to how we played over the last 2 months. But give Villanova credit; they had a lot to do with that. But you know, I've been involved in I think 8 of these, and you know, we've only won 2 of them, and you know, it's without question the hardest game in the tournament to lose, and certainly our kids and our seniors and have done an unbelievable job putting us in a position to be in the game in the moment, and I'd much rather be in the game than not in the game, and you know, sometimes you just come up short, but it wasn't from a lack of effort or lack of focus or lack of concentration. It was just one of those nights where things didn't go our way.
Thank you, Coach. Questions for the student-athletes?
For Perry, Bob Lutz from the Wichita Eagle. Why was it so difficult for you to find a rhythm tonight offensively in this game?
I feel like they did a great job of just trying to swarm me at times, and just somebody was always there, you know, and I could have demanded the ball more at times, you know, but.
More questions for student-athletes? Okay, we got one in the aisle, right side.
Jamar, I know it's a difficult time, but just share your thoughts and feelings about this team and this season.
I'm definitely disappointed to lose this game, but I'm gonna just cherish the moments I had here. We had a great season, nonetheless, and I'm gonna miss these guys.
Left side.
Perry, for you, really the same question. Just what are you feeling right now about your career and your teammates, and also what did Coach Wright say to you when you guys were walking off the court? It looked like he had some nice words for you.
You know, it's just knowing it's over now, you know, and how much I've grown. I've grown so much, and just knowing that it's over, I just so thankful for everybody, you know, our teammates, coaches, and everybody. And he just told me, he just told me I'm a great player, and you know, I just keep my head up.
Far right side.
For Perry. Hey, Perry, I was wondering, at the beginning of the second half, you guys worked to play. You got a couple of free throws out of it, and then you guys were able to take a lead. Do you feel like you were starting to get the game kind of turned a little bit?
Yeah, I try to attack, you know, early in the second half, and we made some good plays early in the second half, and you know, we got going.
Stay on the right side.
Coach, Mark Tracy from the New York Times, over here to your right. I was just wondering if Villanova did anything that wasn't necessarily what you're expecting. From my vantage point, it looked like Bridges played a little more than he usually does. They played with a little more size, but
They you know, they played man and they played zone, and they 1-2-2 just back to man, and they basically did what we anticipated them doing. We didn't attack their zone very well at all, and we got some open looks and didn't make them pay in their man especially, and I think that the basket shrunk a little bit for us, and certainly they probably got some confidence the way they were defending us. But you know, it came down to, you know, them making free throws, and it came down to a couple of loose balls, and that was the difference in the outcome of the game.
Thanks, Coach. Questions for student-athletes only, please? Nothing else? We'll let them go. Thank you, gentlemen.
Bill, they had that stretch in the first half, about 4 or 5 minute stretch, and they turned you over about 8 times, I think, in that 5 or 6 minute stretch. What was going on there?
I don't. Obviously, we weren't being very strong with the ball. They blew up 2 or 3 dribble handoffs that led to runouts for them, and we like I said, I thought we got really out of character there for a stretch in the first half. I think we were up 16-12 and something like that, and then the next thing you know, we're down 7 or down 9. So that's probably a 13-point run. That's probably about the worst ball we played in a long while during that stretch. But even with that, we cut it to 4 at halftime, and then we didn't guard them on the last second play and let Jenkins get loose. But I don't know, Blair. I don't know what exactly happened, other than the fact that it just looked like to me that we didn't attack very well, and we never got Perry involved. Perry really never engaged himself in the game the first half.
Bill, Perry did get the ball initially in the second half, got fouled. Was that talked about at halftime to get him more involved, and was it you alluded to this a minute ago, but was it more Villanova's defense or your lack of getting the ball to him?
I think it was a combination of both. They took away the pick and pop with him when they played man because of the way they rotated, so he didn't catch the ball naked at the top like we've been scoring quite a bit during the tournament. And they made him make the extra pass, and we missed some shots when we were wide open making the extra pass. But I think you should give Villanova credit, but I don't think that Perry was as aggressive with demanding the ball as what he has been at certain times. But you get 2 fouls quick and things like that, and I think that kind of messed with his head a little bit also.
Bill, just with respect to Perry and all your seniors, really, but your thoughts. It's hard and abrupt right now, I know, but
Yeah.
on the career and wanting to see them get to a Final Four, I'm sure.
Yeah, I probably wanted it as bad for this group as any group that I've ever coached, just because I know how hard they've tried, and I know, we only start 1 senior, but the reality is we're not going to have our entire group back. Because with the rules that allow you to definitely investigate, I think several of our guys, or a couple of our guys at least, will. But these guys have given us everything they got, and with the run we had, won 17 in a row in a great league, and have grinded our way through it, and then usually when the finality hits, at least in my experience, is usually because you don't make shots. And that's kind of what happened tonight. We didn't make shots. We didn't make the same shots we've been making, and didn't have to make a lot of them, but just a couple more. It could have been a different outcome. But I love these kids, and I couldn't ask for a better effort. I don't know if tonight's the right time to tell you what I feel about them as much as it is. I'm just really disappointed for them.
Back on the aisle.
Bill, I'm interested in your thoughts on the 2 critical loose ball situations in the last minute, and I know you've got to be careful. I just want to get your overall thoughts. One was 33 seconds left when it looked like one official had a foul on Villanova. The other official called the foul on Mason. They hesitated, they huddled, and then with 5 seconds left, you're down 3. It looked like, again, the potential for a foul on either way, and ultimately it was a turnover on Frank Mason. What did the officials say to you about those 2 situations, and then what's your thoughts?
Oh, nobody's said anything to me. I mean, that's one thing about our sport, and you don't get to talk to the officials and have them explain every call. So, I don't know about the Devontae's play when they called the kick. I guess when he dove for the loose ball, I thought it was a great hustle play. But certainly, it doesn't. As upset or sad or mad that you are about certain things, it doesn't do any good now. I mean, if we had a next game, you could use that as motivation to prepare the next time, but it's over. So there's no reason for us to worry too much about things that we have absolutely zero control over.
Right side and then left.
Sam Davis, KGHK in Lawrence. Bill, you said a few days ago this has been one of your favorite teams you've had the pleasure of coaching. What about this team will carry on to next year?
I don't know. I don't know how many guys will return. I don't know. The one thing that I really believe that will carry on is culture. But I mean, I have no idea what next year's going to look like.
Bill, Perry had been so consistent all year long, building what we all thought was a great legacy. Does this do anything to taint that legacy?
No, he's a stud. And you know, he got a couple of easy looks early and missed them both, and kind of probably shied away from being quite as aggressive after that. But no, you know, we've ridden Perry pretty hard over the last 3 years, and he's, you know, almost always delivered for us, and so you know, it doesn't take anything away at all. It would have been really nice to see our seniors get to a Final Four, because we haven't with this group, but certainly in my mind, you know, he'd been a stud and one of the all-time greats, regardless of this outcome of this game.
Anything else for Coach?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Coach.